Let me ask you a real question. If I told you there's a Philippine stock that's quietly growing profits, sitting on a pile of cash, barely has any debt, and is paying investors around 7% dividends every year, would you assume the stock is expensive? Because that's the trap. Most people assume high dividends mean high valuation. But sometimes the market just isn't paying attention. Today, we're breaking down one of the most under-the-radar dividend and value plays in the Philippine stock market, RFM Corporation. This is not hype, this is numbers, cash flow, valuation, and cold, boring fundamentals. And boring is where money is made. Let's get into it. RFM is one of those companies you don't hear influencers talking about. They don't sell sexy tech. They don't have viral products. They sell things people buy even when times are tough. Ice cream, milk, flour, pasta, food mixes. This is defensive consumption. When the economy slows, people still eat, and that matters more than people realize. Now let's look at what the business is actually doing. In 2024, RFM generated about 21.7 billion in revenue, up roughly 5% year-on-year. Net income grew even faster, up around 12% to 1.42 billion. That's not hype growth. That's steady, boring, reliable growth. Even better, when you zoom out, from 2022 to 2024, revenue grew from around 19.4 billion to 21.7 billion. Net income climbed from roughly 1.07 billion to 1.42 billion. This is a company quietly compounding earnings while nobody's paying attention. And here's the part most people miss. Margins are actually improving. Gross margins moved from around 30% in 2022 to roughly 33% in 2024. That means RFM is not just selling more, it's keeping more profit per peso of sales. That's a big deal in food manufacturing where margins are usually razor thin. Management credits better cost control, efficiency improvements, and stronger volume in core brands like ice cream and flour mixes. Translation, they're executing well in a boring industry. Now let's talk about the balance sheet, because this is where RFM becomes really interesting. As of the end of 2024, RFM had over P3 billion in cash, another P0.4 billion in short-term investments, and less than P1 billion in interest-bearing debt. This company is basically net cash. No heavy leverage, no balance sheet stress, no refinancing risk if interest rates spike. In a world where many companies are drowning in debt, RFM is financially clean. That gives management flexibility. They can invest in capacity, expand factories, fund dividends, survive downturns, and still sleep well at night. Cash flow backs this up. Operating cash flow jumped to around 3.35 billion in 2024. Free cash flow after capex was about P2.37 billion. That's real cash, not accounting profits. Now here's the part dividend investors care about. RFM paid around 1.3 billion in dividends in 2024. That's covered by both earnings and free cash flow. And the current dividend yield is hovering around 7%. Let's be clear about what that means. You're getting paid roughly 7% annually from a company that is growing earnings, has improving margins, has almost no debt, is sitting on a cash pile, and sells essential products. This isn't a speculative yield. This is operational cash flow paying you. Yes, the payout ratio is high, but the company can afford it because cash keeps coming in. This is not a zombie dividend. Now let's zoom out to the macro picture. Inflation in the Philippines has cooled. Interest rates are starting to ease. Consumer spending remains resilient, especially for food and staples. That environment is friendly for companies like RFM. When inflation stabilizes, people feel less pressure and spend more on everyday goods. When rates fall, corporate financing becomes cheaper and consumption rises. RFM benefits from both ends, stable demand plus lower cost pressure. The only real risks here are raw material prices and competitive pricing pressure. things like vegetable oils, packaging, energy, logistics. But management has shown they can protect margins through pricing discipline and operational efficiency. Now let's talk valuation, because this is where it gets spicy. RFM trades at roughly 11-12x earnings, around 1.3x book value with a 7% dividend yield. Compare that to peers. URC trades higher on earnings and offers a lower yield. Monde looks optically expensive on trailing numbers. CNPF trades at much richer multiples with lower dividends. So relative to peers, RFM is cheaper, pays more income, and has less balance sheet risk. When we run a conservative cash flow valuation using modest growth assumptions, fair value lands significantly higher than today's stock price. Not because RFM is a hyper-growth stock, but because the market is pricing it like a low-quality business. And the numbers don't support that narrative. This is a classic case of a boring business discount. The market loves stories. RFM sells groceries. No story, just cash. So what's the investment case? RFM is not a moonshot. This is not a 5x speculative play. This is a slow compounder, high dividend payer, low risk balance sheet stock that benefits from defensive consumption. If the Philippine consumer environment remains stable and margins hold, RFM quietly compounds cash flow and keeps paying you to wait. The upside comes from valuation normalization. If RFM simply re-rates to peer multiples, you get price appreciation on top of your dividends. If it doesn't, you still collect 7% annually from a financially solid company. That's asymmetric. Now, what would break the thesis? A major spike in raw material costs, severe margin compression, or a collapse in consumer spending. Those are real risks, but they're macro risks that hit the entire sector, not just RFM. And RFM is actually better positioned than many peers because it has cash and no debt stress. So the bottom line, the RFM is not flashy. It doesn't trend on social media. It doesn't promise exponential growth, but it pays you real cash. It grows steadily. It protects your downside. And in a market obsessed with hype, boring stocks like this are often where smart money quietly parks capital. If you're building a long-term income portfolio, RFM is exactly the kind of stock you study seriously. Not because it's exciting, but because it's durable. Sometimes the best investments don't make noise. They just pay you. If you want to learn more about the stock market, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out our books and online seminars. Click the link in the description below.